Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Jason from Firearms Unknown, and today we're going to talk about some options. Down here at the store, based on everything that's going on, we get a lot of people that are either new gun owners or current gun owners that are looking for other options. Now, whether they're looking for another option because of the idea that maybe certain guns are going to go out of vogue or be banned, or the detachable magazine issues or feature issues, and I know I'm talking specifically about certain states and not necessarily ours here, but we do answer a lot of questions about what other options are out there for a repeating rifle that is not magazine fed and or doesn't fall under that AR-15 or assault weapons style gun. So today I just went over to the wall and I grabbed where our lever action guns. I grabbed 3 different guns. So I brought out a Henry Big Boy, a Rossi Model 92, and another Rossi Model 92, but you can see these are different. We're going to talk about all 3 of them. The reason that I show people or move people towards some of the lever action guns that we have is that if you're looking for a repeatable system that's easily loaded, easily shot, and it's manageable, these lever action guns can do a lot for you. Not only can they do that, but they're actually a lot of fun to shoot. So we'll start over here with the Henry Big Boy in 44 Magnum. So we're going to go ahead and open that up, check our chamber, make sure that we're clear and empty. So when you think Henry, beautiful guns. The fit finish on these things are phenomenal. They're beautiful. It's almost a gun too pretty to shoot, if there's ever such a thing. But yeah, as you can see, you have the brass receiver, brass band, and the brass butt plate. On this particular model, we have the Octogon barrel, and it's an interesting in that it is a side gate fed, or you can also feed it from the tube. So now, people ask, like, okay, well, what's the big deal about side gate feeding? Well, this is your rapid reload, okay? So if you were to think of it in the terms of a semi-automatic system where you drop a magazine and reload, with the Rossi as you fire, or excuse me, with the Henry as you fire, or any of the lever action side gate fed guns, you can cycle that gun, and then if you have a break in the action, you can just reach down and continue to feed rounds into this system, okay? So if it was just a tube loading system, you would have to stop firing, remove the tube, drop your ammo, and do all that. So having the side gate feeding is like having that ability to fast reload and keep ammo in the weapon system. All right, so in 44 Magnum with this barrel, this has got a lot of punch to it. It's a big gun. The 44 Magnum's a proven round, a lot of velocity, a lot of mass. This is a real thumper if you want to get out there and have a good time. All right, so these are absolutely available and a really good option, and definitely with Henry, well, if you're into Henrys, you know why people that are into Henrys will only run Henrys. So we can talk about that later. The second gun that I brought out was a Rossi Model 92 in 45 Colt. So I really like this gun. This is one of my favorite guns that we have in the store as it pertains to lever action guns for a couple of reasons, and I'll go over that. Just like the 44, we'll go ahead and check real quick and make sure that we're clear and empty and we have anything in the breech face or anything leading up on the tube. So we have an empty weapon system. So the Rossi Model 92, this is actually what we consider a saddle gun. I really like this gun just based on the overall length and the weight of the system. This is a really light pack gun. This is something that you could throw on your pack. This is something you can throw on your horse. This is actually something you can throw in your truck. Carry it around, not too heavy. This particular model does have the large catch, and we'll talk a little bit about that. It also has a saddle ring, so if you're looking to lash this thing to your horse, you can do that. But the Model 92 in 45 Long Colt, also being 45 Long Colt, that is the cowboy action round, right? That's the old school OG cowboy round. So a lot of mass, a lot of velocity, very shootable gun. Same thing, side gate feeding. Super, super, super fun to shoot. These guns have a lot of oomph behind them when you shoot them, and you can get out there and be extremely accurate with them. There's also companies out there right now that are doing full like tactical conversions on these lever action guns, putting M-LOK handguards on them, giving you the options to put lights, sights, and things like that as well. And if you haven't seen some of those on like the 4570s that are out there, I would tell you to go out and take a look on YouTube, and you can find them fairly easy. The third model that I brought out today is another Rossi Model 92. Now, the reason I brought 2 Rossi Model 92s out is because they're made by the same company, they're the same model, but these guns are completely different, clearly. So this particular model is a 357 in a 20-inch barrel. Same gig, it's a side gate feeder with a top ejector, okay? In the stainless steel with the rosewood finish, beautiful gun. But what really makes this gun special to me is the fact that you're running a full load 357 out of this thing with a 20-inch barrel. So you're gonna have a lot of accuracy, and you're gonna get to build up all that gas pressure behind the projectiles that's going down the road. So you're gonna have a really, really accurate, hard-hitting 357 carbine rifle. And I think this gun is really pretty as well. Stainless steel butt plate, rosewood with the stainless steel receiver, and a really nice brass blade sight system. So again, only side gate loading on the Rossi's. The big boy is the only one I brought out that actually has the tube. The one thing I didn't say about the Henry big boy, and I just want to touch on it before we finish up here, is as I showed you on both the Rossi's, these are going to both top ejectors, where on this particular Henry, this is actually going to be a side ejecting model. So on these, the rounds are going to kind of come up and fall off, where this is going to kick out to the right in front of the firearm. All right. So if you're looking for an option that's outside of a magazine-fed, semi-automatic weapon system, or if you just get hung up in those words where you're worried about this particular model or this particular gun may or may not be available, or may not be able, you may or may not be able to possess it in the future, these lever action guns are a really good option for you. Now, we're going to be doing another video coming up pretty soon where I'm actually going to do a video on a magazine-fed 9mm lever action rifle that is built by POF. So keep a lookout for that, and that's going to be more of your tactical looking and operating lever action gun. But if you have any questions about lever guns, or you just have questions about options and what might be best for you, feel free to come down here and see me at Firearms Unknown in Yuma, Arizona. And until next time, as always, have a great one.